baby. And it's a beautiful day to be alive as well. Let's get it.
All winter long.
Woo! What's up, baby? Welcome to the Meaning Stream. 281. Meaningwave Live Christmas Special. 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 Alright. Ho, 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 and indeed ho, brothers and sisters. Welcome one and all to the Meaning Stream. It's a beautiful day to be alive here at the peak of recorded human civilization. A beautiful Christmassy day. It's Christmas week. It's the week of Christmas. It is, a couple of days till Christmas. My son is getting incredibly excited. He's 7 is good age for Christmas. Pretty much peak Christmas. Peak Christmas, you know. So the vibes is correct over here. Hope everything's wonderful with you. What up, members times? It's Merry Masmas with Masmas Massacles. Savage Chills as a wild Akira has appeared from the snowy woods. Indeed, oftentimes you'll find us broadcasting live from somewhere in space. Today we're broadcasting live from a snowy forest. But I'm okay because I've got my Meaningwave Lo-Fi Christmas hoodie. So I'm feeling snug as a bug. Snug as a bug, baby. And I hope you're cozy wherever you are. What's up, Neo-Stoicism? What up, LZ? What up, James Pocock? Says, my cat is called Maz. Yeah, I got a brother called Maz. He's hosting a pre-Christmas, quiz or something on Zoom tomorrow, so I'll see him. I haven't seen him, spoken to him or anything since, I don't don't know, March or something. So last time I spoke to him, we didn't have a Meaningwave autonomous zone. We weren't selling t-shirts that say Maz on them, which is quite funny. Yo, yo, yo. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a song. That's it. A song. A song. A beautiful song. Well, I hope you're well wherever you are. We're going to be doing a special Meaningwave live Christmas set tonight. Yes, we are. Of course, before that, you know, we got our customers. Even if we're in the middle of a snowy woods, we have customers. Yeah. Customs are important, you know. Ritual is important. Ritual is very, very important. Ritual is, you know, the glue that holds a society together. Ritual and a myth, you know. These things are very, very important. Members Time says, I had a Christmas miracle today. Rosie, the mushroom-sniffing dog, was paralyzed today and almost just put down. Oh my goodness. But we were able to do surgery and she's now recovering and will be able to walk in 5 weeks. Whoa! A Christmas miracle! That's wonderful news, Members Time. What a beautiful Christmas story that is. What a beautiful Christmas story. How wonderful. We're like barely moments into this stream and we've already had the most heartwarming story of the year. Shouts out to Rosie, the mushroom-sniffing dog. Wow, a man's miracle. God bless, baby. Smash that like. For the ancestors. For the gods. For Rosie, the mushroom-sniffing dog. That doesn't deserve a tambourine shaker. I don't know what does. Whoa! Man, you must have had a crazy day, huh? God bless. Yeah, indeed. What's up, Biological Bootloader? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, what up, Akira? Your wiki says Leonard Cohen is an influence. I think MAZ would love to hear you mix your favorite version of Hallelujah. Well, I don't know about wiki. I don't know where wiki gets its information from. I've never found it to be incredibly accurate. I do love Leonard Cohen. As you might know, I mean, Leonard Cohen is in the Meaningwave universe. There's a Meaningwave song with Leonard Cohen on it. And my favorite version of Hallelujah is, you know, just Leonard Cohen's version of Hallelujah. But I might play it in a set at some point. I did play Everybody Knows on the Meaningwave morning show last week. I did. Shouts out to Hallelujah, it's a wonderful record. We were talking about Hallelujah on the Meaningwave morning show the other day as well. Zack Snyder loves it so much. He put it in his Watchmen movie and he's put it in the trailer for his Justice League HBO Max special, hasn't he? Of course, he used it for comedic effect in Watchmen, although I wasn't sure if it was deliberate. They started playing Hallelujah when Owl and what's-her-face thing, Owl guy and lady thing start having it off in an airship. It's fucking hilarious. I was in the movies, I pissed myself. It was I can't tell if it was supposed to be funny or not. I just couldn't quite work it out. I was not a fan of that movie, to be honest. Ho ho ho. Silk Spectre. That was it. Silk Spectre. Phil Spectre. I always think to get Phil Spectre and yeah. Phil Spectre and Owl Lady. Yo. Rick Adelcy says Akira has big sack energy. Santa would be proud. That's my guy. Shouts out to everyone who's here this morning. We had a wonderful Meaningwave morning show. We just played Christmas music. It was delightful. It was delightful. And we're going to have a delightful week in here. Yes, we are. People keep writing Silk Spectre in the chat. Everyone, Silk Spectre. Yes. Phil Spector. Did you know Phil Spector is in the same jail as Charles Manson? Did you know that? You know, Phil Spector went to jail for shooting his wife with a shotgun. They said, Phil Spector, you made the Wall of Sound. You made some of the best records of all time, but we're still going to have to put you in jail. You can't just go around shooting your wife with a shotgun, Phil Spector. Phil Spector said, what the actual... I thought I could. Oh, if you'd told me. But it was too late, you know. They put him in jail, and they put him in the same jail as Charles Manson. Can you believe that? Put him in the same jail as Charles Manson. I always thought that would be an incredible sitcom, you know. Apparently, on his first week in there, Charles Manson sent some of his boys over to Phil Spector to be like, you know, what's up? Let's be homies. Phil Spector told him to fuck right off. He sent some of his boys back over to give him a stern fuck right off message. Pretty amazing. But yeah, someone needs to make that movie by Jove. Dun, 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 dun. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Biological Bootloader says, didn't Manson have an album? Wild. Yeah, Manson wanted to be a rock star, you know, that was his whole bag. He was very annoyed. 2076 says, just gone down cleaning my room to the morning show, and then What's Wave instrumentals help me stop thinking for a bit. Feels like it works. Feels like it works. Amy C, what's up? Says, Meaningwave Christmas was just what I needed tonight. Thank you. It's the season! It's the week, it's Christmas week! Robert Easley says, had it wrong, it was Silk Spectre and Night Owl. You lot are still trying to get that. Doesn't matter. It has no cosmic significance. Whether they're called Phil Spector and Owl Fellow or whatever they're called. I mean, there were some Charleston characters that Alan Moore didn't have the rights to anymore, so he just made up some stupid names. Alan Moore is unable to invent things. Well, Alan Moore's whole thing is he takes existing things and then says, oh, what if they were in real life? What if they were in the real world? Ooh. That's his thing, you know. So, you know, there were these Charlton characters, like, what was his name, Blue Beetle and all that, you know, and The Question. And he wanted to do a comic and be like, what if it was real life? Ooh. And then DC were like, actually, do you know what, let's not let Alan Moore do his weird, what if it was real life? Thing to these characters. We might want to make money out of them after the fact, you know. And Alan Moore had already done the comic pretty much, you know, so it's like, all right, let's like swap some, just change the names a bit and put some ears on that guy or whatever, and just... And lo and behold, a whole new cast of characters. The irony is that decades later, DC went against Alan Moore's wishes and had all those characters carry on adventures, you know, and brought them into the DC universe and had them cross over with Superman and stuff. While most of those Charlton characters sort of weren't very popular and just kind of faded into obscurity, you know. So the Alan Moore kind of cover versions of the Charlton characters actually became like way more popular than the originals, and I'm sure all of this really annoys Alan Moore, you know. God bless. Alan Alan Moore has been in a perpetual state of annoyance for many, many decades. But he has done some very good comics. I know I rip on Alan Moore, but, you know, he has done some good things. Miracle Man was very good. Ho, ho, ho. We're about to get into it, but before we get into it, we've got our thing we do around these parts. You might have heard of it. It's a powerful, powerful magical ritual. You know, Alan Moore likes those. Powerful magical ritual, you know. And it's called the International High Five. And International High Five. We do the International High Five around here. Today, to get us in the spirit, I want to know, hey, what you most looking forward to about Christmas? And you can also tell me where on earth you are, so you get the international part sorted. How about that? What you most looking forward to? My studio's collapsing. Yo, it wasn't very wise of me to hitch up the spaceship in the middle of a snowstorm, you know, it's causing all sorts of problems. Yeah, Joe English says, I prefer Fled Flintstone. What? Fled, what did I say fled? Sled Flintstone, no. Suela Duenas is in the house, says blessed be. Quite. Members Time's here, hello. Maria Lizak's here, hello. Cyclops is in Utah, spending time with the family while taking a break from both work and the side business. Yo, I'm so disgusted. I had some issue with my distributor. My distributor buggered up. You know, we had that song going viral on TikTok. You know that, and they fucked that up completely. You know, there was that page on TikTok, and like, and it had those thousands and thousands. It was last time I looked, it was over 15,000 videos of people posting themselves making art to the Akira The Don and Jordan Peterson song, "Art." Right? Well, that's now gone. That's disappeared because my new distributor fucked it up. Anyway, so I wrote to them. I was like, "Hey, you kind of fucked up this thing." And I got all these messages back saying, "We're out of the office till January 4th. Merry Christmas." Like, what? What is this shit? What is this out of the office till January 4th shit? What the heck? I will be bloody working every single day, by Jove. I'm shocked and appalled. Shocked and appalled. Like, bloody hell. How much am I paying you people? Go on holidays till January 4th. People are not serious, you know. People are not serious. But anyway, whatever, we carry on. You know, we carry on regardless. And, such and such, there's pull-ups in the basement. I do love it when people say that. Zach's in Boston, Massachusetts, looking forward to family and good food. Biological bootload at Colorado, family time. Rick Adelson, Manchester, United Kingdom, looking forward to good food, good fortune, and the care and comfort of a life well lived. Grateful to the gods. Yeah! I love Christmas, you know. Robert Easley, Chicago here, looking forward to my daughter opening presents on Christmas morning. Ow! You know, we got an issue over here. I gotta do the morning show, like always. But what happens is I wake up and Hercules is asleep usually, you know, always. And I come up here and do the morning show, but by the time I finish the morning show, he's awake and running around, you know, and he's all ready and we go out for a walk. Now, I can't have him coming out and seeing whether or not Santa's bought him anything without me being there. So I'm insisting on that. I'm locking him and my wife in the bedroom, you know. And they're not allowed to come out until I finish doing the morning stream. They're both up in arms about this. I'm not having it. Not having it anyway. We'll make it more exciting. What's up, Cyclops? Let's see what's cracking. Robert Easley's in the house. Jeff says people go to smash like almost 20 haven't hit it. Really? That's disgusting. I'm trialing a new thing today. I've like maneuvered my screen so I have no idea how many people are here or how many people have smashed like. No idea whatsoever. Because I find sometimes like that kind of information will like have an effect or something, you know, and it's like, so I'm like, maybe I'll just see what it's like if I don't know, if I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. Could be like 12 people. You know, it could be 12 people and 2 of them smash. Like, I don't know. I know that Noel's here because Noel's left a message, you see. What's up, Noel? Says, I'm looking forward to spending Christmas Eve at my dad's and watch Christmas movies and making a badass breakfast Christmas Day. Yes! That is excellent Christmassy behavior from someone called Noel. Yeah. That's what we would expect, no less. 2076, the former refers to chronological or sequential time, while the latter signifies a proper or opportune time for action. What? Did I miss a message? Oh, yeah, I did. Good. Richard Young, Chicago. I'm writing my girlfriend a poem. I'm going to turn it into a cryptogram that she'll have to solve in order to read the poem. I think she'll dig, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh! I was like, why would like a naked man jumping out of a box be it's not a stripogram, it's a cryptogram. I'm assuming that's cryptic? Like a cryptic message, is that what that is? A cryptic telegram, is that right? Not a stripogram. Do you still get those? 2076 is still talking about Kronos, okay. Good. Maria Lizak, Alberta, Canadian. Most looking forward to uninterrupted time with my kids. Games, skating, family, movie nights, skiing, and church. That is very righteous. Skiing, also church. Skiing to church. Skating. Skating, family, movie nights. That was one thing, there was no comma. Is that like a drive-in movie theater, but you skate? Fool Killer, it could be, I don't know. I don't know what they do in Canada. Fool Killer 3644, Maryland, hanging out with the family. The meaning stream and seeing what my mystery gifts are. You got mystery gifts. I don't gifts a mystery. Do you normally know what your gifts are going to be? I don't know. Mickey Mike, Papa Blash from Scottsdale, Arizona. What's cracking Scottsdale? I nearly went to Scottsdale once. They opened a Blind Dragon there. I was supposed to go and DJ there, and then it didn't happen. Great story, huh? So now to this day, I've never been to Scottsdale. Luke Ford. I did go to Arizona, of course, once when I was on the way to Texas, and stayed in a Motel 6 and got robbed by crackheads. Luke Ford, officially been tuning into this blessing of a place for 1 year ago this month. Looking forward to a familiar year ahead from Nova Scotia. What, you discovered this place a year ago? A year ago, a year of the wave. Imagine that. Blessed, blessed, blessed be. 1 year of Meaningwave. Well, next year's going to be so crazy. Did I tell you I finished an album today? Did I mention? I finished an album today that's going to be released in February. It's JBP Wave season in January.
Akira.
Finished the album that's coming out in February today. I'm well into the next album. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good. The one I finished today, I was tagging it up in my DJ library. Every single song on it got 5 stars. That means like big, pop, powerful, anthem. Every single song got hit with the anthem tag. This is a big album, baby. This is a big album. Ooh. Some albums don't get that many 5 stars because there'll be more low-key moments or slower things. Or, I don't know what I mean. But this album is just. Yo. What's up, Andrew Brewer? Blessings, Akira and family. God bless you. God bless you. Sway is watching the last mandatorily episode at the moment. Enjoy. Members time in Virginia Beach is in Virginia, obviously. Looking forward to spending Christmas with Rosie and being curled up recovering and listening to Meaningwave. Yo, I just got a little tear. Yo, you. God bless you and God bless Rosie. I'm so happy for you. Cyclops 924, January 4th. I'm just taking off Christmas Day. I know, right? I'm not even doing that. But I'm a special case. What up, James Puckhock? High five to my hometown of Ekatswana, New Zealand, all 400-ish people, all 400 of them. God bless. God bless Andrew Brewer. God bless and Doolittle. Alberta, Canada loves you and Merry Christmas. I'd like a light microdose all week. Thank you, Akira. Hey! I mean, I have no power over that aspect, but get after it. What's up, Chris in Utah, hanging out, running the clock on a short week at work and enjoying a long Christmas weekend? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, and indeed ho. Roman Dubzanski, New York City, my first Christmas with my wife. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's dope. Connor McDonald, Washington, moving into a new apartment today and the rest of the week. Hey, that's nice. A whole new apartment for Christmas. What a wonderful gift. Patrick Smith, Victoria Harbour, Ontario, spreading love and joy to family, enjoying it with my little one. Get after it. What's up, Eamon Fitzgerald? Matthew Coates says, hey, sexy mass, what's up? 2076 says, I hit it 4 times. Wait, what? Is that a euphemism? Yeah! Hey! MC Chubby's in the house. My plants love Akira. 2019 Oklahoma High Times Hybrid first place, Indica second. Bravo. Bravo. Savage Chill, Massachusetts. Looking forward to finding my sparks. Really enjoy Christmas again. I've been finding it difficult to reach that magic lately. We got you, baby. We got that spark right here. I don't know why I did a fist. I expected my hand to burst into flame, you know. Did anyone get any superpowers last night? Anyone get any superpowers last night? Anyone see, what was it, Venus making love to Saturn or whatever it was, or fist bumping or whatever they were doing? We went outside, well, actually I didn't go outside. My wife went outside, said it was cloudy. I believed her. I believed her, believe your wife. Savage Chill, that reminds me, Akira, did you and Wade ever get your tech back from those crackheads? Wade did, I didn't. It was the only thing that they stole Wade's laptop and my what they called? AirPods. And Wade got his laptop back, but I didn't get my AirPods back, and I still don't have AirPods because buying another pair of AirPods never has been able to make its way anywhere close to the summit of my things that I need to spend money on thing. So I was a guy with AirPods, you know. I was one of those guys for about 3 months. I think it was about 3 months I was a guy with AirPods. And no longer, baby, no longer. But I am a guy with a spaceship. And I'm a guy parked up in a snowstorm doing a live stream, and that's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful, Savage Chill. Boom! Boom! People wondering what the new album is. Ha! Yeah, well, you all do know that January we're getting the new JVP Wave album. You know that. What up, Mikey Mike? Thank you for the support. It says, I finally showed my great friend Max Meaningwave today, and we're both here today. Baba bless. Shouts out to Mikey Mike and Max. Maximum Max in the chat. God bless. What up, Mike Betters? Give a hint on this mysterious new album of meaning. Let me see. I mean, I did say how Meaningwave Masterpieces 2 was a way of introducing new characters to the Meaningwave universe, right? Some of whom would branch off out into their own full-length projects. Maria Lisak says, is there a second Christmas album coming out for 2020? No. No, there is not. I sacrificed. I did at one point. I was like, want to make 2 Christmas albums, but I sacrificed a second Christmas album so that I may get next year in hand. You know? So we got next year in hand. So you're sorted for next year. And you got plenty of Christmas music. We got bloody loads of Christmas music, you know. We got so much Christmas music. We've got so much Christmas music, you know. We just dropped a new playlist, and it's just 2 whole hours of Christmas music that we produced, and that's only a bit of it, you know. That's just a bit of it. We got days of Christmas music. Hello, Jake. Says, my Meaningwave dark grey hoodie is now my new favorite clothing item ever. Meaningwave hoodies are incredibly comfortable. I honestly do not want to wear anything other than Meaningwave hoodies. I really don't. What up, Flag Hat Film says the family and I just came back inside from using the telescope to check out Saturn and Jupiter. They were getting it on. Oh, baby, that's beautiful. So you had a cloudless ability to cop that. Nice. Nice. Proud of you. Nick Mayoga says the Great Conjunction is all the planets, actually, though, lining up on the ecliptic. Of course, that is going to have quite the effect on us all. What is it they say? It's funny, right? You had this cosmic great reset, then the would-be rulers of the world down here did time theirs at the same time. What do they say about millionaires relying on financial advisors and billionaires relying on astrologers or something? I mean, I wouldn't know about that sort of thing. What with me being a humble beat gardener and all. Yo! Well, it would seem that we have an international audience. It would seem that we have an international high five owed and earned by this beautiful international audience. Therefore, without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Hi. We're going for a record. Hold that thing. Hey, why don't you close your eyes and make a Christmas wish? I'm going to do it. While all that power is cursing through your arm and your left tit, you know. Did you make your Christmas wish? Did you do it? You know, those interplanetary bodies are getting epic out there. It's a good time for a Christmas wish. Oh! Whoa, baby! Whoa, baby! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What up, Sway says, I must say that the Meaningwave monolith is a wonderful addition to my setup. Ooh, you stunting on them. You stunting on them with your Meaningwave monolith. Oof. Sway. Sway, sway. Woo. Woo. Sway, sway. Says, also says, I just got my posters in from What's Way Vinyls. Ah, the posters. The last piece of the puzzle. It's got a bad case of Merry Happies. Hey, Merry Happy, baby. Merry Happy, Le Duenas. Hey. Ah, there it is. There it is. Alrighty. Well, baby, since we're all here, since we're all gathered, since I've just disappeared. Hi, hi. Let's get Christmassy, baby.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel.
Before the beginning of Advent, which was supposed to be a 3 to 4 week fasting period in preparation for the feast. The streets are decorated for Christmas, the shops glitter with tinsel and festive display of gifts. Public address systems warble electronic carols so that one is sick to death of Venite ad Oremus long before Christmas Day. Trees are already baubled and illumined in most homes. And as the big build-up proceeds, they're surrounded by those shiny packages with shimmering ribbons, which look as if they held gifts for Christmas. Gifts for Christmas. Oh. Gifts for Christmas. Gifts for Christmas. By this time, Christmas parties have already been held in schools and offices before closing for the actual holiday, so that by Christmas Eve the celebrations have just about blown their top. But there are still those packages under the tree. There are still those packages under the tree. And stockings by the fires. Gifts for Christmas. Oh. Gifts for Christmas. When at last the day comes, the children are frantic. Hardly able to wait for breakfast and not having slept most of the night. They tear those gold and silver parcels to shreds as if they contain nothing less than the elixir of life, or the philosopher's stone. Or the philosopher's stone. By noon, the living room looked as if a waste paper truck had crashed into a dime store, leaving a wreck of mangled cartons, Excelsior wrapping paper and riding ribbons, neckties, upended dolls, half-assembled model railroads, spacesuits, plastic atom bombs, and scattered chocolate for hundreds of Tinker Toy pieces, crushed tree ornaments, miniature sports cars, water pistols, bottles of whiskey. balloons. An hour later, the children are blubbering or screaming and have to be shooed out of doors while the mess is shoved together to make room for Christmas dinner.
Here's the heart.
Thereafter, the 12 days of Christmas are spent with upset stomachs, colds, and influenza. And on New Year's Eve, the adults get stoned to forget the whole thing. The adults get stoned to forget the whole thing. The adults get stoned to forget the whole thing.
Christmas was complicated for me. There's a personal element to it. There's a very vicious streak of familial depression that runs in my family. My father was quite prone to that. So Christmas could be a dark time for us. Christmas could be a dark time for us. Although it was also all of the positive things that were supposed to be at the same time. My father had seasonal affective disorder. Of course, we didn't know what the hell was going on when I was growing up. Nobody knew what that was. And it took a long time to get that sorted out. That time of year has been very complex over the years. So Christmas could be a dark time for us. Christmas could be a dark time for us. So that's the personal end of it. The more metaphysical end is, of course, that I've spent a lot of time over the last 3 decades trying to understand Christianity and what the rituals and routines and stories mean. That's added another dimension to it. I mean, I understand, for example, the mythological idea that at the darkest point of the year, that's when the hero emerges. That's a very old mythological idea. Of course, you don't need a hero unless the darkness is intense. The darkness is intense. Of course, you don't need a hero unless the darkness is intense. The darkness is intense. The darkness is intense. The darkness is intense. Darkness is intense. Darkness is intense. Darkness is intense. It makes sense that that's what would call forth a hero.
Akira.
The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, is it connects every human to each other human on the planet.
Meaningwave was on of his own.
You can now reach everyone, whether it's by emailing them personally, whether it's by broadcasting to them on Twitter, whether it's by putting up a website they come and access.
Meaningwave was on of his own.
It's an inter-networking tool. It connects everybody.
Woo!
That is its superpower. The internet means that you can find your audience for your product or your talent and skill, no matter how far away they are. Any niche obsession.
Hey.
People who collect snakes. People who like to ride hot air balloons. People who like to sail around the world by themselves as one person on a craft. Or there's a show about a woman goes to people's houses and tidies it up.
Clean up your room.
So whatever niche obsession you have, the internet allows you to scale. Now that's not to say that what you build will be the next Facebook, will reach billions of users. But if you just want to reach 50,000 passionate people like you, there's an audience out there for you. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. That is its superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. So the beauty of this is that we have 7 billion beings on this planet. The combinatorics of human DNA are incredible. Everyone is completely different. You'll never meet any two people who are even vaguely similar to each other that can substitute for each other. It's not like you can say, well, Nivi just left my life, so I can have this other person come in and he's just like Nivi, and I get the same feelings, the same responses, and the same ideas. No, there are no substitutes for people. People are completely unique. So given that each person has different skill sets, different interests, different obsessions, it's that diversity that becomes a creative superpower. So each person can be creatively superb at their own unique thing. But before, that didn't matter, because if you were living in a little fishing village in Italy, your fishing village didn't necessarily need your completely unique skill, and you had to conform to just a few jobs that were available. But now, today, you can be completely unique. You can go out on the internet and you can find your audience, and you can build a business and create a product and build wealth and make people happy, just uniquely expressing yourself through the internet. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. That is its superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. Space and careers have been so broad. Esports players, people creating videos and uploading, bloggers, podcasters, YouTube broadcaster. PewDiePie is the #1 trusted name in news. He's got 3 times the distribution of the top cable news networks. The internet enables any niche interest, as long as you're the best at it, to scale out.
Akira.
And the great news is, because every human is different, everyone is the best at something, being themselves.
Yo!
Escape competition through authenticity.
Yo!
When you're competing with people, it's because you're copying them. It's because you're trying to do the same thing. But every human is different. Don't imitate, don't copy, just do your own thing. No one can compete with you on being you. That's simple. And so the more authentic you are to who you are and what you love to do, the less competition you're gonna have. So you can escape competition through authenticity when you realize no one can compete with you on being you. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone.
Whoa!
Everyone to everyone. That is its superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone, everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone.
Everyone is the best at something. Being yourself.
Everyone is the best at something.
That's what's up.
Everyone is the best at something. Everyone is the best at something.
Being you, baby. Oh!
And normally that would have been useless advice pre-internet. Something. Everyone is the best.
Yo, what's cracking, baby? Shouts out to everybody locked in. Ow! It's Christmas, baby. It's that Christmas Meaningwave live experience.
More than any other single.
Everyone to everyone, baby.
Everyone to
Shouts out to the internet. Here we are, baby. Merry Christmas. We all together.
everyone.
What's up, Robert Easley? What up, Rustin? Rustin says, I got my Meaningwave shirt today. Very nice. Hey, congratulations. Craig says, I got Marcus Aurelius shirt. It's a work of art. I don't want to wear it lest I ruin it. Yo, maybe you should wear it and then and climb into a giant Perspex box, you know?
It connects everyone.
Yo!
Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone.
What's up, Bleat Llama? Says, Maztecs, I soaked in those celestial bodies, heavenly rays, and I gotta say, feels like it works.
Everyone to everyone.
Come on!
To everyone to everyone.
What's up, Morand Alec? Says, thanks for everything you've given the MAZ Akira. Bringing the record player over to my parents' house. I'm playing only Meaningwave. Lo-Fi Christmas and What's Wave will be the majority. Nice!
Property of the internet.
What lucky parents you have. What a wonderful son they have raised.
Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. Everyone is the best at something. Everyone is the best at.
Who wants more Naval?
Everyone is the best at.
Who wants more Naval in the Meaningwave universe?
Everyone.
Who wants How to Get Rich Part 2?
Everyone is the best at something. Everyone is the best at something. Being themselves.
Yeah!
And normally that would have been useless advice pre-internet. Post-internet, you can turn that into a career.
Baby, it's cold outside. Good job I ain't wearing that toga. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Love my family. 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 Truth and justice. Love my family. Truth and justice. Love my family. Truth and justice. Truth and justice. Truth and justice. Truth and justice. Yeah, yeah. My brother Severus. It was through him I encountered Teresa, Elvidius, Cato, Dion, Brutus, and conceived of a society of equal laws governed by equality of status and of speech, and of rulers who respect the liberty of their subjects above all else, and from him as well to be steady and consistent in valuing philosophy, and to help others, and be eager to share, not be a pessimist, never doubt your friend's affection for you. And when he incurred his disapproval, they always knew it. They always knew it. And that his friends never had to speculate about his attitude to anything. It was always clear. Yo, love my family. Truth and justice. 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 Love my family. To help others and be eager to share. 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 Yeah, Maximus, self-control, resistance to distractions, optimism in adversity, especially illness, personality and balance, dignity and grace together, doing your job without whining. Other people's certainty that what he said was what he thought, and what he did was done without malice. Aye, never taken aback or apprehensive, neither rational or hesitant, or bewildered, or at a loss. Not obsequious, but not aggressive or paranoid either. Generosity, charity, honesty, the sense he gave of being on the path, not being kept on it, that no one could have ever felt patronized by him or in a position to patronize him. A sense of humor. Love my family, truth and justice. 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 Love my family, help others and be good to share. To help others and be good to share. To help others and be good to share. To help others and be good to share. Aye. Yo! Meaningwave outside of a show! Make some noise for thyself. Truth, justice, family. Aye. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. My family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. My family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. My family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Family, truth and justice. My family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Yeah! Truth and justice, love my family, truth and justice. Love my family, truth and justice. Whoa!
So you see, when you select an authority who will help you to improve yourself, it's like hiring the police out of your tax money and putting them in charge of seeing that you obey the law. I mean, can't you take care of yourselves? I mean, is this the land of the free and the home of the brave?
What?
But you see, nobody seems to want to be in charge of themselves. Because they feel they can't do it. As St. Paul said, to will is present with me. But how to do good I find not. For the good that I would I do not. The evil that I would not, that I do. To will is present with me. But how to do good I find not. For the good that I would I do not. The evil that I would not, that I do. Thereupon, we are in difficulty, because trying to improve yourself is like trying to lift yourself up into the air by tugging at your own bootstraps. And it can't be done.
What up? What's up, Meaning Warrior? Says got my sweater, it's sweet. Meaningwave.
To will is present with me. But how to do good I find not. For the good that I would I do not. The evil that I would not, that I do. To will is present with me. But how to do good I find not. For the good that I would I do not. The evil that I would not, that I do. The will is present with me. The how to do good I find not. The good that I would I do not. And the evil that I would not, that I do.
that I would not, that I do. The good that I would. Akira The Don and Alan Watts from last month's How to Be a Better Person album, out now on all platforms, by Jove. And shouts out to everyone who was involved in the Watts Way 20k campaign that made that album happen. You got 2 Alan Watts albums in 2020, by Jove. 2, not 1, not 1.5, 2 20-track albums, by Jove. 2 20-track Alan Watts albums. What a time to be alive.
You know, it's funny, I never used to think about the fact about loving myself. I just wasn't that guy. The thing about loving myself came when I hit rock bottom. And I really hit bottom, and it was a desperate attempt to save myself. I really fundamentally believe in the power of commitment and making commitments to yourself. You gotta keep them. And in this desperate moment, I made this vow to myself. I was at bottom. My company had fallen apart. I lost everything. I was really sick. I was miserable. I was depressed. One morning or one night, it was dark. And I just got out of my bed and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. I'm either gonna get out of this or die trying. And I walked over to my journal, grabbed my pen, and I wrote. I knew I had to make a vow to myself to get out of this. I didn't know what. And I just sat down and I wrote, it was freehand. I vow to love myself. 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 Where that came from, I had no idea. I still don't. It was a pure primal vow. It came from like a deep place of literally I was trying to save myself. When I realized that, what I'd done, I was like, okay, I don't know how to do that. You gotta figure out, because I made a commitment to myself, and a vow to yourself is a sacred act. You do that, you keep it, and life will change. And I had to figure out how to do it. I knew I had to work on my internal self. It wasn't about taking bubble baths. It's an internal thing. It's a mindset. It's a belief. It's a rock solid belief where your thoughts, your feelings, the emotions rise from. If they rise from there, then your life rises from there. I vow to love myself. 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 We're human beings, and fundamentally we're stuck with the human mind. This monkey brain that runs around on this untamed horse, right? The details differ. Core is the same. And fundamentally, it's fear and love. I had a literal near-death experience, and that's what I experienced. The only things that came up were fear and love, fear and love. And those are the primary motivators. Fear and love, fear and love. Fear and love, fear and love. You can't fight fear. You can't fight darkness. Darkness is the absence of light. So what you do is you work on the light. You bring the light in. And that takes away the darkness. And so that's something I actually really learned trying to save myself. I worked on the light. it would take care of the rest. And that's love. And that's love.
I vow to love myself. 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 I vow to love myself.
Yeah! MAC, make some noise for Kamal. Kamal in the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone from Meaningwave Masterpieces 2. I vow to love myself. Shouts out to Odin Tex, says Akira, Mama Dan, I got my What's Way vinyls today. Beautiful, yes! At last! Where are you? Where did they have to go to? They traveled so far. I'm so glad they arrived in time for Christmas, baby. God bless. Shouts out Jake's Cook. Says, I love everything about this. I'm at the gym and leg day has never had so much meaning. Yo! What up, James Cook? Shouts out to Leg Day. What up, Walking More Power? Appreciate you, baby. Love my MAZ family. What up, Bleat Llama? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says this $5 is for YouTube hero Alex for being such a rad dude. Do not super chat me to give it to YouTube hero Alex. I will not remember. You are much better off sending it to him directly. I will not do that. Or remember to. Maybe I'll try and remember. I can't finish. You know, it's far too complicated. I barely remember to post track listings. God bless. What's up, Phil Killer? What up, Nightbot? What up, Matthew Fauci? What up, Odin Tex? Shouts out to everybody locked in.
To love myself. I vow to love myself. I vow to love myself. I vow to love myself.
See, if you do that, you do at least give yourself a chance. And it may be that when you are in this way freed from busybodiness and being out to improve everything, that your own nature will begin to take care of itself. Because you're not getting in the way of yourself all the time. You will begin to find out the great things that you do are really happiness. The great things that you do are really happiness. For example, no great genius can explain how he does it. The great things that you do are really happenings. Yes, he said, I have learned the technique to express myself because I had something in me that had to come out. If I were a musician, I had to learn how music is produced. If I want to describe something, I have to learn a language so that others can understand it. I need a technique. But then beyond that, I'm afraid I can't tell you how it was that I used that technique to express this mysterious thing I wanted to show you. If we could tell people, we would have schools where we would infallibly train musical geniuses, scientific miracle minds. And there would be so many of them, we wouldn't know what to do with them. Geniuses would be a dime a dozen. And then we would say, well, these people are after all not very ingenious. You know, PhDs, how many of them are there? Because what is fascinating always about genius is the fellow does something we can't understand. How? He surprises us. The great things that you do are really happiness. The great things that you do are really happiness. For example, no great genius can explain how he does it. The great things that you do are really happiness. But you see, just in the same way, we cannot understand our own brains. Neurology knows relatively little about the brain, which is only to say that the brain is a lot smarter than neurology. Yet there is this, which can perform all these extraordinary intellectual and cultural miracles. We don't know how we did it, but we did. We didn't have some campaign to have an improved brain over the monkeys or whatever may be our ancestors. It happened. And all growth, you see, is fundamentally something that happens. But for it to happen, two things are important. And the first is, as I said, you must have the technical ability to express what happens. You must get out of your own way. The great things that you do are really happiness. The great things that you do are really happiness. For example, no great genius can explain how he does it. The great things that you do are really happenings. Da da ba da ba 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 da ba. Da ba ba da ba 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 da ba. Da da ba da ba 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 da ba. Da ba ba da ba 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 da. How am I to get out of my own way? And if I showed you a system, let's all practice getting out of our own way, it would turn into another form of self-improvement. See, here's the dynamics of this. And we find this problem, you see, repeatedly throughout the entire history of human spirituality. In the phraseology of Zen Buddhism, you cannot get this by thinking. You cannot attain to it by not thinking. As getting out of your own way ceases to be a matter of choice when you see that there's nothing else for you to do. When you see, in other words, that doing something about your situation is not going to help you. When you see equally that trying not to do anything about it is not going to help you. Where are you? Where do you stand? You're nonplussed. And you are simply reduced to watching.
almost like a giant vacuum cleaner in some sense. It certainly integrated itself with and layered itself on top of existing pagan ceremonies, like the tree itself. The tree is a very interesting symbol because the tree is the tree in the Garden of Eden, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and the tree of life. The tree for Christmas is mostly the tree of life. And the tree is also the structure that unites heaven with earth. And the lights on the tree symbolize or represent even illumination and the reemergence of light in the darkness. Light in the darkness. Light in the darkness. A lot of that was extracted in some sense from the pagan symbolism that existed there prior to Christianity. I mean, the tree idea, for example, the idea that there's a tree that unites heaven and hell, which is sort of something akin to Jacob's ladder, is a central tenet of shamanism. And there are all sorts of strange shamanic echoes that permeate Christianity and the Christmas story. Like Santa Claus is a good example. There's very interesting documentation about the relationship between the red and white of Santa Claus, for example, and the use of Amanita muscaria mushrooms among the in the shamanic tradition. So yeah, it's a very, 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 very deep and strange mixture of desert and frigid cold and celebration, and I guess that's also partly what's given it such longevity as a celebration, even though we also seem to be doing everything we can to undermine that as fast as possible. Light in the darkness. Light in the darkness.
Yeah, make some noise, Meaningwave Autonomous Zone! That was Akira The Don and Jordan B. Peterson. Light in the Darkness and the Meaningwave Christmas LP. Rare, classic, beautiful. What's up, Flag Out Films? Thank you for the support. It says for the wavy drive this morning. Hey. Shout out to everybody locked in. Someone just said that Christmas Vacation just came on TV. Yo, that's when I start, like, yeah, basically I'm working every day, all Christmas, because we're streaming every day. But like what normally happens is, like, on Christmas Eve, I'll cease kind of work and we'll put on Christmas Vacation. And that's when Christmas really gets going. In the Don household, we love that movie. That's probably my favorite Christmas movie. I don't count It's a Wonderful Life, because It's a Wonderful Life is probably my favorite movie, full stop, you know? Aye. It's funny to think that that's a tradition that's dying, you know? I mean, can you see anyone making another Christmas movie of that level? I liked that one with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I did enjoy that, but I can't remember that, but I did like it. We're going to watch the sequel this year. Hopefully it's good and not ideologically possessed to the point of uselessness. But it's funny, you know, now that Hollywood is over and is now just going to be making TV shows. I say just. I don't mean like just, but Hollywood's over and now they're going to be making TV shows, right? Movies are going to become increasingly rare. And hey, maybe people will start making good ones again now that there isn't this onus on like massive blockbusters being the thing, and they're going to be spreading those budgets out into series, you know, so they can keep people paying for their subscription services. Maybe people will start making movies with stories. I don't know. Or maybe they won't. Maybe new art forms will be born. Who shall say? Who knows? But it does feel like we've seen some things, we've seen the fullness of them. And that's cool, baby, because there will be new things. You know, there will be new things. Movies didn't exist like 100 or so years ago. It's kind of amazing they lasted as long as they did. Days to be alive. Whoa!
An example of how a very ancient folkway can be incorporated into our culture without us even realizing it is provided by discussing Amanita muscaria. If you go to the Encyclopedia Britannica and you look up Santa Claus, they'll tell you that it has to do with St. Nicholas and it got started in the 11th century. But when you look at the Santa Claus story, it's a perfect mythologium to analyze from this point of view, because look what's going on with Santa Claus. 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 First of all, Santa Claus's colors are red and white. The colors of the Amanita muscaria, for sure. Santa Claus lives at the North Pole. What does this mean? It means that Santa Claus lives at the Axis Mundi, where Yggdrasil, the magic world ash from Welsh mythology, has taken root. Santa Claus flies. This is what shamans do.
This is what shamans do.
Santa Claus is the master of the reindeer, the animal most associated with the Amanita muscaria. Santa Claus is aided in his work by troops of elves. Look what's going on with Santa Claus. 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 And what is the work of Santa Claus? To build toys for children. Remember the DMT thing saying, look at this, look at this, look at this. Well, those were off-duty elves, clearly. So here are all the motifs. And I believe that for children in our culture, that all the Christer stuff is not what Christmas is about. Christmas is about standing in front of the tree on Christmas morning with the gifts arrayed and the twinkling lights on. Well, that tree is the tree that the Amanita muscaria forms its symbiotic relationship to. It's always spruce or pine, but it has a mycorrhizal relationship. So the number of motifs relating Santa Claus to a cult of Amanita muscaria, there's almost nothing but relational motifs there. And yet if you suggest this to people, they just back away in horror, you know.
One of the arguments we hear coming from the new type of atheist. When I was a child, I believed in Santa Claus. When I was a child, I believed in the Tooth Fairy. But then one day I grew up and I realized that Santa Claus doesn't exist. I realized that the Tooth Fairy doesn't exist. And in the same manner, one day I grew up and I realized that God doesn't exist. I've always found that line of argumentation rather funny because to me it seems completely absurd to say Santa Claus doesn't exist because obviously Santa Claus exists. There are Santa Clauses everywhere at Christmas. There are guys who dress up as Santa Claus. There are Santa Claus decoration, ornaments, we have stories, we have songs, we have all these things which celebrate Santa Claus. It is patently absurd to say that Santa Claus does not exist. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously. There are certain things that don't exist. For example, a square circle or dry water. Now, those things are impossible. They do not exist. But Santa Claus definitely exists. The question we need to ask is, in what manner does Santa Claus exist? And I think that asking oneself that question of how it is that Santa Claus exists can maybe help certain people understand the manner in which we say that God exists. There are things that exist that are not at the level of my coffee cup. There are things that exist at different levels of being. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. And you can say that about concepts. Love exists, but you can't. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. You can't put it in a bottle. You can't put it in a box, but it still exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. A much more immediate manner than something like love. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Know what Santa Claus looks like, what his is. Now, the thing is that what people tend to struggle with is to understand that beings are not obvious. It's not that obvious how to contain a being. So you, for example, you have parts. You have hands and fingers, eyes, you have hair, you have all these different parts. And there is something, your being, your personhood, which holds all those things together. Now, Santa Claus is the same thing, but his body is just not as contained as your body. It is actually a lot bigger than your body. Parts of Santa Claus are the images of Santa Claus that we see in movies, that we see in stories, just like your picture, which appears online. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Your picture that's in your telephone or in some family album, obviously Santa Claus exists, is an extension of you. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. When people see the picture, they recognize you, and they come. Santa Claus exists. So too, Santa Claus has parts. When a guy they recognize you, and they come into contact with Santa Claus exists. So too, Santa Claus has parts. When a guy dresses up as Santa Claus in your mall, he is manifesting Santa Claus. He is a part of Santa Claus to the extent that he's participating in the being of Santa Claus at that moment. If a child goes to the mall, they sit on Santa Claus's lap, and then they speak to Santa Claus. what would you like for Christmas? The child will answer what they want for Christmas. And Santa Claus will find some story about how, you're going to try to get that child his gifts for Christmas. So the child is speaking to Santa Claus. And that's really important to understand. The child is not speaking to Joe under the costume who put on the fake beard. She isn't speaking to him. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. She's speaking to Santa Claus.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
And it also isn't Joe that is answering.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
It's Santa Claus that is answering.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
It is obvious that Santa Claus exists.
Hey.
If Joe starts to tell the child something else, the child will no longer recognize Santa Claus. Joe will cease to be a body part of Santa Claus. Now, you can write a letter to Santa Claus, put it in the mail, send it to Santa Claus, and you know what? Santa Claus is going to answer. And it isn't Martha sitting in the post office, typing out the letter. She's not the one who's actually answering. She is manifesting Santa Claus. Whoa. The same thing you're doing to Santa Claus, I can do to you. When you answer my question, I can say, well, it's not you that is answering my question, right? It's your mouth that's answering my question. But is that true? Is it your mouth that's answering the question? No. Your mouth is the tool by which you are answering the question.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
The disguised Santa Clauses are the tool by which
obviously Santa Claus exists.
Santa Claus manifests himself in the world.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
Santa Claus is a being that's pretty coherent.
Obviously, Santa Claus
has a personality.
exists.
He has a way of speaking. You can engage with Santa Claus, and Santa Claus will answer. This is not just imaginary, because you are not that contained as you think. You as a person, you can be possessed by all these different ideas. You can be influenced by all these external influences. And even in your mind, you are not as centered as you think. You have all these different kind of crazy personalities that can pull you in different directions. Why do you think that you as a person exists? Right? There is something. There is a total way in which those elements are pulled together into a consistent being. If it wasn't so, we'd say you're schizophrenic, or we'd say you're crazy. If you're not crazy, there's something pulling those elements together. So that when I ask you something, you answer me, I recognize you in that answer. Obviously, Santa Claus exists.
Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Santa Claus exists. Obviously, Jonathan Pazou. What an iconic record and video that is. What an iconic moment in the culture. Obviously, Santa Claus exists is a meme that will keep on growing and keep on growing. And I'm very, very happy to be involved in that, Yo! Hey. What's up, Derek B?
Question? I was wondering what you thought of Santa Claus. If it's a healthy thing for parents to practice. What's the psychological impact of lying to your child? Look. I think lying is the wrong way of thinking about this. Santa Claus is a game. It's
a game of pretend. And children play games of pretend all the time. You know, so I don't see any harm in it at all. Now, you know, you don't want to prolong that belief beyond its natural endpoint, but it's a massive game, and it's a lovely game, and I don't believe that there's anything harmful in it in the least. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend. Now, what's the psychological impact of lying to your child? We can think about that more generally. Don't lie to your children. Don't lie, period. Lying is a really bad idea. It's a really bad idea. It never works. You might think it works, but that's only because you're blind to the consequences, and probably willfully blind. Plus, it's a terrible weight. You know, if you don't lie, there's a lot fewer things to keep track of. Your life is a lot more pristine and crystalline. And then things that come your way, maybe you deserve in some small measure, and it's a bad idea to lie. But I don't think it's a bad idea to play pretend games with your children. I think that's okay. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend. Santa Claus is a game. It's a game of pretend.
MAZ, make some noise. Akira The Don, Joy to be Peterson. Santa Claus is a game. That song is called A Game of Pretend. It's from the Meaningwave Christmas album. Available on all platforms of streaming. Shows how to sense it. What is the point then? What is the purpose? Huh? What is the point of this game? Well, consciousness has, how would you put it? Notions. What? One of the questions. This. What's up, Matt Lally? Merry Christmas to the MAZ from Matt, Nilly, and Ted. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all of us. Merry Christmas to me, particularly if I can manage to actually play this record. Come on, Akira The Don, can you play this record? Yes! Yes, we did it. What's up, Matt Lally? Merry Christmas, Nilly and Ted. And Matt. Yo.
Consciousness has other notions of how things ought to be.
What virtue is, and so on. And so on. And so on.
One of the problems that man has to face is reconciling himself to the foundation of his own existence. And
this is the first function of mythology. This is the first function of mythology. A reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. This is the first function of mythology. Yeah. Criticizing it.
Shakespeare, in his definition of art in Hamlet, where he says,
Art holds a mirror up to nature, is the perfect definition, I would say, of the first function of mythology. Aye.
when you hold the mirror
up to yourself, your consciousnness becomes aware of its support. What it is that is supporting it. You may be shocked at what you see. You may be greatly pleased. Whoa!
But one way or another, you become aware of yourself. Your consciousness becomes aware of that darkness, that being which came into being out of darkness and which is its own support. And
this is the first function of mythology. This is the first function of mythology. A reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. This is the first function of mythology.
And the realization of their mystery as something that consciousness is not going to be able to criticize, not even going to be able to elucidate, not even going to be able to name. It is something beyond naming, beyond all definition. That's the first point. And when that is lost, one loses this sense of awe, which Goethe calls the best thing in man, the sense of gratitude for one's privilege of having this center of consciousness aware of these things. And
this is the first function of mythology. This is the first function of mythology.
That reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. And
this is the first function of mythology. Joseph Campbell right there, brothers and sisters, make some noise for Joseph Campbell. That song is from the Songs of Mythology album. Wonderful album. Came out this year. Can you believe it came out this year? It feels like so long ago. It was a different world. I believe that came out in February. That was the old world. Now we're in this one. Well, things may look a bit different when you look outside your window. You know, they're out there moving things around. Some things always stay the same, you know?
Of course, that's a lot of what's celebrated symbolically at Christmas. The idea of the lights on the trees is the return of illumination, right? Because the sun is starting to come back. All these things are layered on top of one another. And so it's
it's a remarkable. It's one of the things that's really made me so struck as a consequence of studying Christianity, is that so many levels of meaning stack on top of one another in an isomorphic manner and support one another. You know, there's a cosmic story that's associated with Christmas, which is the death and rebirth of the sun. I mean, the actual solar orb. And then there's the more prosaic story of the birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning stack on top of one another. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. So Christ is the eternal hope of mankind, just like an infant is the eternal hope of mankind. Oh, he's born in lowly circumstances and in extreme peril, right? Because all the firstborns are under death sentence, essentially. And there's an archetypal element to that too, which is really important to understand, which is that even if the hero is divine, he's always born in the extreme danger that characterizes existence itself. So in some sense, that balance between tragedy and catastrophe and tyranny and hope that typifies Christmas in reality for daily people is also built right into the story. I mean, they're in a manger, for God's sake, right? It's a stable. And so it's pretty unstable. And there's the more prosaic story of the birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning stack on top of one another. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. And then of course there's all these radical political events going on, and well, that's the way of mankind. Yep. Radical political and social events going on. And that's the way of mankind. So then there's the prosaic story of the birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning stack on top of one another. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning, birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Meaningwave Autonomous Zone! Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise for Jordan B. Peterson. Make some noise for the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone. Make some noise for Christmas. Make some noise for Christmas, baby. Because in 2020, to do so is a revolutionary act. Whoa! Alright. 1 more time! It's of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning.
Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life. Everyone's life, everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life. Everyone's life, everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life. Everyone's life, everyone's life, a miraculous event in everyone's life. Levels of meaning, levels of meaning. Birth of a baby, which is of course a miraculous event in everyone's life. Everyone's life, everyone's life, miraculous event in everyone's life. Whoa! This is Meaningwave Live. Merry Christmas. And at this point of the show, oftentimes we like to say a prayer. Yeah, but it's usually a bit later, to be honest. But you know, I think we should definitely be thankful for this year, for so much of this year. So many wonderful things happened this year. One thing that really, really happened this year was the cap became apparent. You know, the cap. And if you don't know what the cap means, the cap, that's you know, that's the lie, you know. That's the Truman Show. And when the cap becomes apparent to so many, so too does the truth, you know. And they say the truth will set you free. People would trade a heck of a lot for freedom, huh? Gratitude is the foundation, baby. And we are grateful. We are grateful here in the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone to be here, to have each other, to have this unprecedented opportunity. 2076 in the chat says, I'm grateful for the challenges I have the opportunity to overcome. Exactly. The strongest steel is, after all, forged in the hottest fire. So we're grateful, baby. We're grateful to be here. Here at the peak of recorded human civilization. We're grateful to the ancestors. We're grateful to each other. We're grateful to the gods. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam.
Akira.
Yo.
The Don.
Yo.
Mr. Cloud.
Aye. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself the people I deal with today will be arrogant, ungrateful, meddling, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and I've recognized the wrongdoer as a nature related to my own. Not the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share in the divine. Not the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share in the divine. So none of them can hurt me, no one can implicate me in ugliness, nor can I feel angry at my relative or I hate him. We were born to work together like feet, hands and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on him, these are obstructions. Yo, discard your first book so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. I said grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your first book so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your first book so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. I said grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Whatever this is that I am, it is fat, little talent and intelligence. Throw away your books. Stop letting yourself be distracted. That is not allowed. Instead, as if you were dying right now, despise your flesh. A mess of blood, pieces of bone, a woven tangle of nerves, veins and arteries. Consider what the spirit is, air, and never the same air, just vomits it out and gulps in again every instant. Finally, the intelligence. Think of it this way, you're an old man, Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate and the present, to mistrust the future. What is divine is full of providence, even chance is not divorced from nature, for the inweaving and enfolding of things governed by providence, everything proceeds from it. And then there is necessity in the needs of the whole world of which you are a part. Whatever the nature of the whole world does, or whatever serves to maintain it, is good for every part of nature. The world is maintained by change in the elements and in the things they compose. Why, that should be enough for you. Treat it as an axiom, treat it as an axiom. Yo, besides your first won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Discard your first books, you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Discard your first books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. I said, oh, what a glorious thing, waking up in the morning, baby. Oh, what a glorious thing, you get to have the whole day. Hey, oh, what a glorious thing, waking up in the morning, baby. Oh, what a glorious thing, you get to have the whole day. Discard your first books, so you won't die of bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Discard your first books, so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods in the bottom of your heart. You've been putting this up. How many excuses the gods gave you and you didn't use them? At some point you have to recognize whose world it is that you belong to. What power rules it and from what source you spring? But there's a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and will never return. Whoa! Whoa! Ba, 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 ba. What? Merry Christmas, M-A-Z. Merry Christmas. Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise with your hieroglyphs. I'm going to throw that chat up on the screen.
He's got clout.
Big shouts out to Derek B for that very generous donation. Thank you very much. God bless you and your family. Merry Christmas! What? Meaningwave victorious! That's right. Whoa! Thank you to everyone who was here tonight. That was Meaningwave Live. Christmas special. I should say pre-Christmas special, because we're going to be here on Christmas. We're here every day. I told you we'd be here every day until you no longer needed us to be. So we will be here on Christmas. We'll be here on Christmas morning. We'll be here on Christmas evening, just like always. And we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful Christmas day. Don't you worry about it. But I felt it was important to do this Christmas show now to get really, kick that Christmas feeling off, baby. Christmas is a feeling, and we spoke about this before. We did Christmas in July. Remember, we did Christmas in July on the Meaning stream for our brothers and sisters in Australia. And for the reason that Christmas is a feeling, and it's a powerful feeling, and a useful feeling, and a beautiful feeling. And it's yours whenever you want it. And all you have to do is use that very, very powerful psychotechnology of music, Christmas music. And you just listen to some Christmas music and that'll open up that Christmas feeling in you. And you can bring that into your life, you can bring that into the world. And it's a powerful, powerful thing, baby. You don't even know how powerful. You know, Christmas has toppled governments. We've been talking about this on the morning show. The times in the past when they tried to ban Christmas, what that did. Yo. So welcome, baby. Welcome to Christmas. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here, for blessing us with your presence, the present of your presence, with your love and your energy and your righteousness and your wisdom and your beauty, your superpowers. Shouts out to everyone. We all got superpowers last night, and here we are, using those superpowers for good, for Christmas. Because in 2020, just the acknowledgement of Christmas, the celebration of Christmas itself, is a revolutionary act. Merry Christmas is about as punk rock a thing as you can say in 2020. That's where we are in the culture. It's epic. So Merry Christmas. Merry blessed Christmas, baby. Love to you and your family. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever is happening in the world, this place here is here and it's going to remain here as long as you need it. You can always come to the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone, see your brothers and sisters, and they'll be glad to see you, baby. We also glad to see you. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're alive. Yeah, it's a beautiful day to be alive, baby. It's Christmas week. It's the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone. I want to thank everyone who supported during this broadcast, this show. What up, Biological Bootloader? What up, Mikey Mike? What up, Mike Betters? What up, James Cook? What up, Walking Wall Poet? What up, Bleat Llama? What up, Flag Out Films? What up, Matt Lally and Ted and Nilly? What up, Derek B? God bless each and every one of you. If you want to support the wave, I suggest you go to meaningwave.com and get yourself an epic garment, like I have an epic garment. If you want to make a one-time donation, as people are always telling me they would like to, there is a link up there. Hit the top right, hit the resources. There's a donate link in there. You can do the Venmo, Bitcoin, Cash App, all that. You can go download the music on Bandcamp. You can enjoy our very many beautiful videos. We have so many Christmas music, so much Christmas music. There's so much Christmas music. YouTube Hero Alex, hit him in the chat with the big link. Hit him with the big link. We got playlists, we got videos, we got a 10-hour lo-fi Christmas fireplace video, for goodness sake. If you need a Christmassy fireplace to put on your big screen with beautiful Christmas music, we've got you! And we will be here tomorrow. And we'll be here the day after. We'll be here until you don't need us no more. And if you want to support the wave in, none of those ways worked for you, here's one thing you can do. It's a beautiful thing, it's an important thing, it's a powerful thing. People say to me every day, they write to me every day and tell me how Meaningwave saved their lives. Every day. Meaningwave saved their lives. Meaningwave enriched their lives in some way, shape, or form. You could give that gift to somebody else because there's people out there who do not know that Meaningwave exists. I know it's crazy. I know it's weird. I know it's wrong. But it's true. And you can save the world today, baby. You can let someone know Meaningwave exists. You can save a life today, Calais. You can save a life today, Nightbot. Let someone know Meaningwave exists. Because it does. And it's great. Without you, it doesn't. That's what's crazy. It's like the Christmas tree in the woods with no one there to watch it falling over. Without you, it does not exist. So thank you. Thanks to you, Meaningwave exists. And it's going to exist for many Christmases to come, baby. Shout it from the mountaintop. Write it on a postcard. Etch it in an Etch-a-Sketch. Give it to a toddler. Meaningwave exists! All that remains for us to do now is a by five. We said a prayer already, but I pray that everyone in the Meaningwave Autonomous Zone has the merriest Christmas they possibly can. And we're going to help with that, because we're going to be here, and we're going to help each other have a merry, merry Christmas, by Jove. So there. Boom! 3, 2, 1. Bye! Bye! Merry! Flip it! Christmas, baby! Ho, ho, ho.